Guy buys all the fried chicken in store, so woman who called him fat can't have any. Looks like she couldn't handle the Neutron style. Someone at work kept stealing my sister's cherry cokes out of the fridge. She rubbed the top of the can with a habanero pepper. Hope this will prevent them from stealing. Just an incredible media buy in a local Australian paper today. Dear Steve, I know you're happy with her. Now the whole town will know what a filthy cheater you are. From Jenny. P.S. I bought this ad using your credit card. First that jerk cut me off in traffic. Then he steals my parking spot. And now his car got paint all over my key. What a day. A Japanese woman discovered her boyfriend was cheating, so she gathered all of his Apple devices and dumped them into a tub full of water. Dolphins are the only species other than humans that do the deed for revenge. Humans and dolphins. This dude waited 18 years to do this. He got his revenge. Woman steals winning lottery ticket after coworker takes her gift card. Pettiness level off the charts. My husband was angry this morning, so he decided he was only making his half of the bed. Whenever I'm annoyed at someone, I make them a batch of chocolate cookies but add in 1 raisin per cookie to mess with their head. My neighbor got his reindeer decorations stolen, so they put out the Grinch ones instead. Locked my cat in the bathroom while I made a meal because he was being annoying. Revenge was had. My neighbors like to throw their cigarette butts over the wall and onto the sidewalk. I'm tired of seeing dogs eat them and kids play with them, so I picked them up for them. You dropped something, just stop putting it in their mailbox. So the garbage men couldn't reach the garbage cans, so they got revenge on the car with the garbage cans. Lego steps on a human. Well, well, well. How are the turntables? She bumped my leg and didn't say excuse me, so when I brought it to her attention, she said your leg shouldn't have been in the way. Well, since she wants to be petty, I'ma be petty. You tied a knot with her hair? Okay, you get what you deserve. Florida kid stole mum's car after she took away electronics. Were found over 200 miles away, authorities say. A French woman, Jeanne de Clisson, became a pirate in the 1300s for revenge after her husband was beheaded. Selling her lands to buy 3 ships, they were painted black with red sails. Hunting French ships when she caught nobles, she personally beheaded them with an axe. Fine, I'll do it myself. Gorillas seen dismantling poachers' traps in the wild. Delicious. Finally some good news. What's the worst way you've ever got dumped? He waited until we were at the altar to publicly accuse me of cheating. So I faked my death, but then he felt bad when I was proven innocent and agreed to marry my cousin who was actually me in disguise. Anyway, it all worked out. Wait, are you still with the person or not? Don't annoy the guy with the backhoe. This lady was being so rude to me in the grocery line, so rather than saying anything to her, I invited everyone behind her to go ahead of me. Today I had time. What could go wrong blocking a farmer's gate to save a parking fee? South Korean company creates the Revenge Speaker, a wall-mounted noisemaker that helps you deal with noisy neighbors. My cousin punched my wall, left a hole and started laughing. When he got his first house, I went over and punched a hole right in the wall. I waited 11 years to do that. Coffee shop. People next to me are loud and rude. They just found the perfect name for their new business. I just bought the domain name. My post appeared on my feed today, so I thought I would remind everyone that I once actually spent 2 hours just to be this petty. Can you make something good again, please? Oh, Anon, I didn't mean to be such a disappointment of an artist here. Here you go. As a revenge for my brother wrapping my Christmas present in duct tape last year. This year I've wrapped my brother's present in concrete. Revenge best served stone cold. This seems fun though. The punishment for petty theft in my town is making laps around the courthouse with a sandwich board sign that states, I am a thief. Public humiliation. I've asked my neighbor to please not let his dog bark all night. Today I received several packages in the mail. Early tomorrow morning I'll have my revenge. I offered to buy the admin team lunch today because they worked their butts off all month, and I asked if anyone had any requests, and a lady who tells me my head is stuck up my butt once a week said, literally anything but Olive Garden. Enjoy all you can eat Olive Garden, Stephanie. We're family. You shouldn't have invited her then. So nope, bye bye. My buddy is a Dodgers fan while I'm a Giants fan. We had a friendly $20 bet on who would win the NLDS. Here is the $20 I will be giving him on Monday. My buddy Saran wrapped my car. This was my payback. Son was a smart ass this morning before school. Put this in his lunchbox without a straw. Simple, but yet sweet revenge. Camels can hold a grudge and wait for opportunity to take revenge. When you lose a fight in a thread on Facebook and find the winner's address. My husband annoyed me and thinks he's gonna sit in the living room and watch TV in peace. I downloaded the LG remote app and keep turning the TV off from the bedroom. He came in here and I acted like I was asleep. So now he thinks we have ghosts. The neighbor a few houses down made his alarm go through a PA system to wake up the whole neighborhood this morning at 5:55 5 a.m. to get back at everyone for shooting fireworks all night, every night. When I was 9 months pregnant with my son, my mum and I were on the side of the road, struggling with a flat. A car with 4 men stopped, not to help, but to ask for directions to a local golf course. My mum sent them 15 miles in the wrong direction. She is the legend who shaped me. Someone at my work was cheated on. He brought all of her shoes to work. This guy I know throws this wild, crazy party at the end of every school year, and he invites literally everyone in our grade. And this year I'm gonna call the cops ahead of time to shut it down, because I once let him borrow a pencil and he never gave it back. It's a lot of anger over just one pencil. It was a mechanical pencil. You may proceed. No, don't do this. My boss said I wasn't using enough wet floor signs while mopping. Well, now he's gonna complain that there's too many. Name a time you proved someone wrong who doubted you. Be as petty as you like. After my neighbor's dog attacked me, they said, move out or shut up. I took pictures of them letting the dog poop without picking it up 15 plus times on different days, each with a $75 fine, which came up to $1,125. I submitted the pictures the second of the month. They couldn't pay, and they were evicted. Petty times call for petty measures. Not to be mean, but do girls kind of react negatively when they see your height? Do guys react negatively when they see your face? Not trying to be mean. Today I found out my 7-year-old daughter really did lie about my husband's other girlfriend as revenge for being grounded, and that he never cheated on me at all. We're well into our divorce proceedings, and he won't forgive me for not believing him when he denied it. Good morning to whoever has been enjoying my coffee creamer all week. Surprise, you've been drinking my breast milk. Hope you've enjoyed. Cheers. Now they're always gonna steal your coffee creamer. Fish delivery. My toxic trait is that I post a raw fish through my ex's letterbox every day. What if it was just a Rickroll, and Rick gets his revenge for being Rickrolled himself? Tired of mosquitoes stealing all your blood? Inject poison into your bloodstream and take revenge on those annoying insects. This guy would always park his motorcycle on the sidewalk, blocking the path for wheelchair access. I think someone finally had enough. Pushed his bike over. When your ex writes you an apology letter, so you grade it and send it back to them. Fail. Someone stole the pumpkins off my porch last night. Round 2, punks. Snake bites 70-year-old man, who bites it back to take revenge. Both die. A soul for a soul. Tigers can and will take revenge on those who have wronged them. They are one of the most vengeful animals on the planet. Chewbacca Raw contest. Dumped man gets revenge on ex with Chewbacca Raw contest. People who recently got dumped. Write that down. How is that revenge? The manager at our local IKEA is retiring, so I sent him this cake. Me in 2077 pulling up to Jake Paul's nursing home to avenge Mike Tyson. My friend's girlfriend moved out and took everything, including the drawer handles. This girl really took the handles off the nightstand? Are you kidding me? Me seeing the mosquito who bit me yesterday sitting quietly on my desk. A confession, I suppose, but when I dumped my ex, some of her petty revenge was taking all the canned food with ring pulls, leaving me the ones without, then taking the can opener too. The pettiest thing I ever did during a breakup was go to his kitchen and take back every spice I bought. Find another girl to spice up your life, cause it ain't gonna be me. For $5, this shelter will write the name of the person you hate on a cat litter box. Olympic runner gets into a heated feud with opponent following the realization mid-race that they were involved in the murder of his parents. Asked a friend to hang out and he said he was in the middle of getting revenge and would be busy with that for the next week. The correct response is to ask how you can help. Then you can hang and get revenge. I see you. How does my father taste? Don't step outside. Make the decision to sink to their level. I looked up how to exact revenge and came across an image that resonates with me daily. I was the only one who would bake with my grandmother. When she died, she left her best recipe to everyone, except she deliberately left out a crucial step as payback. That's the level of pettiness I aspire to be. My pettiness level. Got told to screw off by the mum of the family in Greg's, who was stood right up my butt when I politely asked if they could stand back a couple of meters. As a result, I was forced to buy the last slice of pizza that their son said he wanted, and he cried. I do feel bad for the son. He didn't do anything wrong. Good morning to everyone, but especially the woman in the crosswalk on my way home to work, who didn't like that someone honked at her, so she stopped and did a couple jumping jacks. Making fish tacos for the guy at work who keeps eating my lunch. Get up and do some work, John. Men working, except John. That guy does nothing. Once there was this girl I didn't like, so I used her email and signed her up for all the voucher deals. Told Schrodner that I'm alive and coming for him. Never go to bed angry. Stay awake and plot your revenge. Club owner buys house next door to ex-wife and installs a $7,000 middle finger statue. The sculpture is 12 feet tall and has a spotlight trained on it at night. To everyone at work that has been eating my jelly beans, now the fun begins. I remember Bean Boozled. They're gross. My downstairs neighbor has a daughter who lets her boyfriend sneak in through the window every day. I'm no narc, so I haven't told her dad yet. Well, she just told me me my skinny jeans are out. I'll be asking her dad tomorrow why his son keeps forgetting his key. Respect your elders. Guys that pay for OF. Why? To fund my ex-girlfriend's drug habit? It's my subtle revenge. To get revenge on the coworker, I dried out a pack of Sharpies, and every time he leaves one out, I would swap it for an identical dead one. It's been a week and he's losing his mind. I want to know what the poor guy did to warrant such pure, unadulterated evil genius. If someone ever cheats on me, I'm going to invite them for a romantic candlelit dinner in a deserted area, and then I'm going to tell them stories about how I killed my ex-boyfriend in the woods because he cheated on me, and then I'm going to point to the trees and say, actually, those woods over there, and then I'm going to blow out the candle and laugh. I wish I would have found this before. But found this before what? You got cheated on? When my friend found out her boyfriend of 3 years was cheating on her, she went through his phone, took pictures of every interaction he had with another girl, printed them out, wrote down where she had been at every instance, and what lies he had told her about where he would be, and put them in a folder. When she confronted him and he denied everything, she pulled out this big folder and just said, let's review. This is the most iconic thing anyone's done. I mixed Carolina Reaper powder into half a tub of ice cream as revenge for a food thief at my community freezer. When your cat wants revenge on those crows that keep messing with him. Growth is awful. Jobs are bad. All I want is revenge. Forgive and forget. Revenge. Americans who spoiled Venom 2. Europeans getting their revenge with No Way Home. Her. I want you to kill my ex, but make it seem like an accident. Me. Say no more. Later. Looks like the killer beat him to death with a crowbar and then placed a banana peel by his feet. So there's this girl that repeatedly messages me saying that I post too much and I'm ugly. I did a little background research and found out she's working at a local spa. I gave the spa a quick call asking for an appointment for said person, which will be in on Monday. As you might expect, I won't get a massage. I am getting my butthole waxed. No way. After years of this guy using my email as spam, I got my revenge. He signed my email up for a Syriaxum, which also gives me the ability to beep his horn. Always beep it. I was driving and was in the left lane waiting for the light to turn green, and I'm not exaggerating when I say the person behind me honked the second the light turned green. And I'm like, I'm not in the mood, so I put my brake on and let them honk and honk until the light turned red again. It took like 5 minutes for it to turn green, and the person honked for 2 minutes of it then stopped. When it turned green again, they were silent, and I was like, yay, that's what I thought. Time isn't real and I have no problem wasting someone else's. My mum is so petty. She asked my dad to do the dishes yesterday, and he didn't. So tonight she served him spaghetti in an ice cream cone and said, since you don't want to wash dishes, I won't use any. One of the most inspiring things I've ever seen was my coworker quitting on the spot over an argument and proceeding to purposely make eye contact with my manager as she walked out of the fire exit, making the entire store's alarm go off. It was on a level of spite I can only dream of achieving. My annoying landlord. I pay this lady $1,800 every month, and all she can do is complain about making too much noise walking around. So I brought a dog whistle and blow it all hours of the day and night. And now I complain about how much a dog barks and keeps me up. This is the ultimate petty move, and I applaud you. Doesn't kill the person who tortured and murdered her father figure because revenge bad. Has killed gods because someone stole his cake. My teddy bear getting revenge after all the WWE moves I did on him. Whenever people tailgate me when I'm going 40 in the 35, I always purposely slow down because it's like I gave you an extra 5 and you didn't appreciate it. Now you get nothing. 2 girls at the ad agency I work at reprogrammed this guy's phone contacts and littered his desk with silly pictures. So he filled one girl's desk with packing peanut and Saren repped the others. The sort of creativity isn't punished here, it's applauded. Why you shouldn't take up 2 parking spaces, so they got a sticker put on their car. I have this sticker because my parking sucks. Hey, would anyone mind sending me the notes from class this morning? I accidentally slept through class. Same. Notes. Set an alarm. Did the teacher respond? Weak people get revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. Me, after ignoring the cries for help in the basement. I cleaned the entire kitchen, except for this one spot where my partner spilled sugar 2 days ago and left it. Give Rich a scoop, he'll take the whole carton. Ice cream in freezer, help yourself, except Rich. I was arguing with my best friend, and in the middle of it she took her glasses off and said, I don't want to see you right now. Bento box of a Japanese husband, the day after quarreling with his wife. My husband annoyed me, so when he wasn't looking I poured water on the floor in front of the dishwasher. He's been fixing it for the past 2 hours. My kid got invited to a birthday party, and I don't like that kid's mum, so I bought a musical instrument set that includes a drum, a recorder, and a harmonica. I'll see you in hell, Bethany. Slashed someone's tires today because he parked like a jackass. Was it justified? I think so. I slashed your tires. You deserved it because you parked like an ass. I've been nerfed by the new neighbor's kids, unarmed for the last time. Vengeance will be swift. Guy named Joe tells Elon that the Tesla autopilot chimes are too loud, and it's way waking up his baby. Tesla honors Joe's request by making a new setting that lowers alert volume. Tesla names it Joe Mode. I just remembered the time I was dating a British man, and I was annoyed at him about something, so I deliberately made my tea in the microwave while staring right in his eyes. This girl that I used to go out with is still using my Netflix, and that's cool. She's watching Scandal and is currently on season 7, episode 12. Series finale is season 7, episode 18. Guess who's changing her password as soon as she gets to episode 17? Yep, it's me. My boyfriend cheated on me, so I convinced him to get matching tattoos. He went first and I went home. Just got revenge on someone who wronged me 6 years ago. Never be relaxed ever. I'm coming. How the art teacher prevented students running down the hallway. Revenge is a waste of time and will lead you to hurting the ones you love. No! Revenge is a fool's game. Yes. I work in an aerospace facility where you can only use black ink on any official paperwork. Had a pen thief in the house, so I bought 2 packs of Pilot G2s, 1 colored and 1 black. Switched all the ink cartridges, so not only did I never have another black pen stolen, but the pen thief was found with pink ink on some controlled documents. Suck it, Tim. My cat, who has been in a box for 3 months and presumed dead, texted me this. I lived. In an alternate universe, John Wick dies. His dog. Growing up, Sesame Street taught me the importance of education, empathy, and kindness. Bugs Bunny, on the other hand, taught me that revenge on my enemies should be quick, clever, and brutal. Revenge is a dish best served like this. Look, it's going to be okay. Success is the best revenge. BS. Revenge is the best revenge. When you're a lonely, dark man on a path of revenge and you meet an orphan, meanwhile inside the box, Schrodinger's cat plans its revenge. I was in a long McDonald's drive-thru this morning, and the young lady behind me honked her horn because I was taking too long to place my order. I thought to myself, take the high road. So when I paid for my food at the first window, I paid for both of our orders. The lad at the counter must have told her what I'd done as she leaned out the window and waved and mouthed, "Thank you." Obviously embarrassed, I had repaid her rudeness with kindness. So when I got to the second window, I showed both receipts and took her food too. Now she has to go to the back of the queue and start all over again. Or she would just hold up the line so they make more food for her. Because she would have been like, what? My food? What? Where is it? To this day, the boy who used to bully me at school still takes my lunch money. Revenge is soon. I was chatting with a donor before I drew his blood, and he was a dentist. When I actually drew him, there was a little squirt of blood and it surprised him. I looked him in the eye and told him, "You're bleeding because you don't floss." And he went dead silent. Yeah, because he's probably thinking, what the hell? I secretly planted a giant tree in my mayor's front yard. Hi, I'm an arborist. This means I'm a professional in the cultivation, management, and study of trees. I love trees. I think they're some of the most beautiful, majestic, ancient living beings on our planet. Today, I am here to tell you a story of death, new life, and revenge. 3 years ago today, the City Council of Redondo Beach, California ordered the death of my 30-year-old pepper tree. Its roots had begun to penetrate the pavement in front of my house. The city noticed and issued the death warrant of my tree. They furthermore made me pay for damages to the sidewalk and for the tree removal. I love Clyde. I'm beginning to get older, and planting something that I knew would live well beyond my lifetime was something very special. I took very good care of him. I drained his soil. I gave him a crutch to lean on when he was a young lad, and I watched him grow. Just as Clyde was becoming a strong, healthy individual, expanding his root system, developing a canopy, and making his own way in life, the mayor took it upon himself to uproot my beautiful child. Mayor Steve Aspel, you killed my child. For this, you will pay. 2 years and 7 months ago, I secretly planted 45 California redwoods and 82 giant sequoias in various parks, yards, and state properties around your city. Today, each of their root systems will be at least 30 feet in diameter and deeply embedded in the soil. You may have noticed the trees growing in front of the city council, or that new one sprouted in your backyard. That's a giant sequoia, and its growth will begin accelerating rapidly in the coming months. You killed Clyde, but I have replaced him with over 100 living giants, and giants they will become. In a few years, they'll begin breaking heights of 100 to 300 feet and live well beyond 2,500 years. That's way longer ago than Jesus was born. To remove even one of them at this point will cost you well over $1,500, and I'm stiffing you with the bill, just like you did to me 3 years ago today. Good day to you, sir. May your city be overrun by trees, and may Clyde rest in peace. In his desire for revenge, a Russian farmer killed a wolf with his bare hands after it wreaked havoc on a farm and killed 2 of his dogs and attacked his horse. Okay, me personally, I don't think I'd want to kill the wolf, right? But I wouldn't torture